Hey sports fans, welcome to the Ballers Club Press Show. Today I'm going to be installing these advanced weapons technology scales on a couple of brand new Benchmade mini bugouts. Stay tuned. Okay, well, here we go. So this one is the flat dark earth, and we got the fancy little sticker and the oversized washers, which are supposed to greatly improve the feel of the knife. So here we go. On these AWT scales, at least for the mini Bugout, as you can see, they didn't bother doing any kind of milling inside of here. So it's kind of like they are going to be the maximum weight they could be, which I think is good, because as much as I like this knife, the blade is so heavy for the these Grivery or whatever scales. So I think it'll be a tremendous improvement if it gives the handle more weight. So we'll yank off the pocket clip here, and this will not be going back on the new one. I'm not a pocket clip guy, so this could just be gone. All right, and I don't know if there's any particular order that it makes sense to do things in here, but I will probably start by removing the blade, which is a little bit tight, so I need the full torque of my... Ooh, is that ever tight? Might actually need the whole screwdriver handle here. There we go. Okay, pivot screw out, and we should be able to just push the pivot barrel, maybe undo the lock bar. Ooh, that was unpleasant. A toothpick broke and drove right into my finger. Here, we'll use the smaller Torx bit to try and push it out. Ooh, is that ever tight? Maybe it has to be open. Does that help? We'll maybe leave that for now. And we'll yank all these screws. All right, so now this scale should pop right off. There it goes. And our pivot, oh man, that's tight. I don't know why this is, there it goes. There's our pivot. So I'll undo this. Yeah, I would never have bought any kind of Bugout, mini or full size. I love the profile of the knife. It's just the way it's balanced and the way, I just don't care for the weight, I guess, of them. I know that's kind of like supposed to be the point of them, but I don't like it personally. All right. Oh man, that pivot is stuck. That thing is tight. And of course, you try not to break everything. All right, well, let me get the rest of these little screws out and then I'll fight with it some more. Gone. right, there's that. Here's our barrel spacer. And this damn pivot is stuck like hell. Ugh. Oh, am I going to need pliers to pull that out? Here, let's just do this. There she goes. All right. It's still stuck in the scale. Oh, not too bad. All right, there we go. The white scales, gonzo. So here's the washers that came from Benchmade, and let's compare it to the oversized ones from AWT that are going to improve the feel of the knife greatly. If I can get this bag open. There we go. So yeah, they're definitely quite a bit bigger than the factory ones. So there we go. Factory parts, don't need those. So now let's begin reinstalling things here on our, actually maybe I'll do these little barrel spacers first. So they're kind of slotted, so they only go in one way. Yeah, this mini Bugout, this is the size of knife I really like. It's that sub 3-inch, you know. It's just my problem with them all along, even with the different handle materials. It's just, it feels so unbalanced. I like to turn these screws backwards first to find the start. There we go. Boom. Next. All these little screws, I think besides the pocket clip ones, which are longer, are the same size, so. Okay, that's in. Now we'll put in our assembly here, our axis lock. Ugh, come on. Got one little stuck screw in the Still logo there. All right, now I'm going to use a toothpick to separate the axis lock because it's sort of pushed downwards. So now I can assemble the other side here. All right, there we go. It's all popped together. So we just got to drive some screws in. Number one. Two. Yeah, it's also nice that these scales are made in the USA. It's just my opinion, but I would not put Titanium scales on any Benchmade. Just they're made in China, and to me that's kind of a downgrade on a US made knife. So not a fan of the Titanium or any other Chinese scale brand. So these AWT, everyone, they're all the rage right now. I mean, I've been seeing people talking about them all over the place on the internet and stuff. So, and yeah, I think it'll vastly improve the look and feel. So AWT says officially the weight of the mini Bugout changes from 1.5 ounces to 2 ounces with these scales. So, and it should improve the balance quite a bit because obviously all the weight is now at the handle itself. So that means that, you know, it's not like it could make the blade any heavier. So it should improve the balance if you're like me and you always kind of thought that it was, you know, too blade heavy. So, all right, now we'll put the blade in. So we got our new washers, and I will put a little bit of Hops 9 on these bad boys. And since my hands are all oily, I'll get some of that on the blade there. So my experience with putting the blades back in is it's a tremendous pain in the ass. And I usually kind of use the surface tension of the oil on the washers. Whoops, I guess it's maybe a little too much oil for the surface tension I was looking for. I usually use the surface tension of the oil on the washers to get the blade back in place. So all right, here we go. I'm going to pull back on the axis bar. Use my non-broken toothpick to pull everything in. Line it all up. We have our pivot, which I think is supposed to go in the other way. So there's a flat spot on the pivot. The flat goes up. And yeah, it is... Oh, man, did that go easy. Usually it's a tremendous pain in the ass to get that pivot barrel back in, but this one just went right in, no problem. We don't need our Q-tip there anymore. So pivot screw. I don't have Loctite for this. Maybe I should, but I don't. So we're just gonna put it in. I've never Loctited any of my knives anyways, so turn it backwards to find the start. And there it is. So this went together fairly easy. Ooh, yeah, this could break in a little bit. There we go. Tighten up our pivot just a bit. I like my blades a little stiffer than most people like theirs. I don't care for the whole drop open and all that. So to me, this is fine. I don't need it to. I don't like fling my knives open and stuff generally. I'm more of a traditional knife guy anyway, so. All right, well there we go. So that didn't take too long at all. Went together fairly easy. Looks great. Very nice. So here is the comparison with the OD green and the flat dark earth. Wow, I must say that it does improve greatly the feel of the knife. So 2 brand new mini Bugouts. They look great. Yeah, couldn't be happier with them.